Hey everybody, Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. I am back for another live feed of my Saturday morning on the beach in North Naples, Florida. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. About 57 degrees, lots and lots of crystal clear blue sky. Water temperature 71 degrees. Absolutely glorious. Wish you're out here with me. Birds all lined up out there on the sandbars. Got some great video of that I recorded in between my live feeds here. I'll be sharing that in this morning's, so be sure to check it out. Gonna get up to maybe 70 if we're lucky today. Wish you were out here. Take a stroll up the beach up here to the north, up the beach of Pelican Bay, walking into that wind. It's a cool breeze coming out of the northeast. It's all about that sky this morning. Wow. Spectacular. About an hour and a half away from low tide here. Tide's still going out. Hit that share button, let everybody know I'm back here. I was bouncing around on Facebook. There's a lot of extra beach to walk on here. A lot of nice hard sand. An osprey calling out in the background. Listen. Making a racket, huh? Love our ospreys. You see it perched on a little tree over there. I don't hear any signaling back to it. A lot of times we'll hear those ospreys calling back and forth to each other up and down the beach. Beautiful morning for a beach walk, very invigorating. Temperature gets below 60, us Floridians start bundling up. I know some of you watching this are wishing you were down here right now. I wish you were down here right now. Dealing with those frigid temperatures. Ugh. snow. I'm so sorry. If I could send some of this phone, I would be doing that, trust me. If I could figure out a way to share it with you. It is bright. Glorious, glorious, glorious. A lot of folks walking the beach this morning. Last time we were down here walking this beach, it was very, very quiet. It's an awesome change from those foggy mornings we were having. Supposed to have another cold front move through here Monday, maybe bring a little well-needed rain to parts of southwest Florida. Then it's going to cool down again Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't think we're going to get out of the 60s for high temperatures. So if you're down here visiting and you're staying in North Naples, this is a really nice walk down to Clam Pass. I believe it's about 2.5 miles from Vanderbilt Beach Park, on Vanderbilt Beach Road there, the end of Vanderbilt Beach Road, the south end of Vanderbilt Beach, where the parking garage is. It's about a 2.5 mile walk. Do it at low tide. Check your tides. Make sure you don't do it when the tide's coming in at the tail end of low tide. And you'll have some, as long as it's low tide like this, you'll have some nice hard sand out here to walk on. Mornings are best, always the best. Those sandbars there that expose themselves at low tide at the pass. Lately, they've just been covered with birds, like you're going to see later today. Like I said, check back later for this morning's beach report for a little video footage of the birds. Hopefully I got it. You can see where those waves are breaking out there. Very, very shallow along in here. If you look close, you'll actually see tree stumps, old tree stumps sticking up out in the water here. It's where the trees used to come out to back in the old days. You really don't see any people sitting out on this beach here. Up here, the beach itself, this is all private. This is owned by Pelican Bay. It belongs to the residents in Pelican Bay. So only if you're a resident are you allowed to sit up here, but you really don't see too many people along along these stretches. You'll see them by the beach clubs. There's a couple beach clubs out here on the beach, but not in this stretch. This is pretty much all a nice preserve area here. It's about a mile of preserve. This is my favorite part of the walk down here, is this mile of preserve. Then as you get further north up the beach, you run into the big beachfront condos and homes and villas. So you're allowed to walk the beach here. They can't stop you from walking along the shore here. I bet you there's going to be quite a few folks starting to show up now at Vanderbilt Beach Park. Folks that are coming down and starting to get settled in for the winter here, coming down from up north, our snowbird friends. Are you one of those snowbirds? If you are, if you're out on the beach in the morning, if you're in North Naples, sometimes I'm up at Wiggins, so I'll walk Vanderbilt Beach. Or down here, if you see me walking the beach in the morning, stop and say hello. Love to meet you face to face. And if I've already met you face to face, I'd love to see you again. Remember the whole reason for these morning beach walks? The whole idea is just to bring people together in the mornings. That's my motto. My slogan's bringing wonderful people just like you together, one beach walk at a time. That's what I'm out here for. The beach is our clubhouse, and I just hopefully people get attracted to this live feed by the beach. And I encourage comments. I encourage you to start up conversations here on Facebook. And I don't care what you talk about. Hobbies, pets, kids, books, food, whatever you want to talk about. Just don't talk about politics. No politics, and keep it clean. That's the only rules. Join our Southwest Florida Television Beach Family group on Facebook. It's called the SWFL TV Beach Family. That's where I'd love to see you sharing photos. Let us know a little bit more about your lives. Here's like the introduction. And then that group is where you can share. Wishing you were here? Are you wishing you were here right now? Look at all that white and sandy beach. Wow. Calling your name. Can you hear it? That beach is calling your name. What a difference. Earlier this week, couldn't even see the sky. All the fog and clouds in the morning. We got a couple of sunny afternoons, but the mornings were pretty foggy and cloudy. A couple mornings that fog was really thick. Not this one. No fog this morning. While we're strolling the beach here and enjoying these gorgeous views, don't forget about New Orleans. Please don't forget what happened there. Keep the families of those who lost their lives, all their loved ones, in your thoughts and prayers, as well as those that got injured and those that are struggling to survive right now in the hospital. Don't forget about them, our fellow Americans, our brothers and sisters. And stay vigilant, my friends. Keep your guard up. Keep your guard up. Can you feel the heat? Can you feel the heat of that Florida sunshine? Push your face right up to the screen. Can you feel it? Come on. I'm trying. I'm trying to warm y'all up there. Just makes my nose run. It's one absolutely beautiful morning, isn't it? Just another morning in paradise. Boy, I haven't Seen a nice crisp hard shadow like that for a little while walking the beach. Hey everybody. So are you watching, were you following along for my first live feed this morning? What did you think of that? Were those colors not breathtaking? Those clear skies this morning with that radiant glow as I so spectacular. Personally, I prefer a few clouds so we can get some more color in the sky, but I'll take it. I'll take those clear skies. I'll take the cloudy skies, the foggy skies. Oh boy, fog. Talking about fog. So New Year's Eve, the fog just rolled in here at sunset, and they don't do the fireworks. They discontinued the fireworks at the Naples Pier. They did have some up in Fort Myers, and everybody was lining up for the fireworks, and the fog rolled in, and everybody's like, well, they'll postpone it. Guess what? They didn't postpone the fireworks. They shot the fireworks up into the fog. Nobody could see anything except the fog glowing. That's all you could see. It looked like clouds glowing different colors in the sky. So there was a lot of angry folks complaining about that. It's like, what a waste of money that was. Why did you do that? And of course, Fort Myers is backpedaling and trying to make all kinds of excuses. But it was a stupid thing to do. Just move it back. You know, when you make a dumb decision, you gotta take the heat for it, I guess. Quit trying to always pass the blame on to somebody else when you do something dumb, when you make a mistake. That's part of human nature, making a mistake. We're not perfect. Everybody screws up every now and then. Just admit to it. And you're going to find out people don't go crazy when you admit to it. It's when you don't admit to it is when people start getting angry at you. Gosh, I could probably fill a bucket if I wrote down every stupid thing that I did in my life. On a piece of paper, that bucket would be overflowing. And I'll probably be adding to it before I die. It's just gorgeous out here. I can't get enough of this sky. Tide just going out further and further. Just exposing more and more sand. It's an absolute perfect morning to walk down here. If you're in town, I would say this is a great time to take a walk down to Clam Pass. Wouldn't wait too much longer though. Remember, that tide's going to be turning at around 10. These colors are beautiful. Those blues, all the blues this morning, our Saturday morning blues. I love our blues. Some gals walking up the beach talking about old movies. Movie stars. I heard him saying something about Cary Grant. These palms here, these are sable palms. That's our state tree, the sable palm. You see those all over, especially out in the Everglades, all the marshlands, the sable palms. So I think we've covered about 3/4 of a mile so far. We'll be coming up to the Sandbar. That's the name of one of the beach clubs here at Pelican Bay. Down at Clam Pass, there's a beach club for the folks in Pelican Bay. It's called Marker 36. I'm guessing that's where channel marker 36 is, or used to be, or something. I've never seen the marker itself. That pass, you used to actually be able to get a small boat in and out of it. Now, forget it. They cannot keep it open. They dredge it out and fills itself right back in within a year. I think eventually it's just going to close up. We're seeing some groups of folks walking around. It's amazing. Remember I said, 2-3 weeks ago, I said, look at Vanderbilt Beach, nobody here. It's all going to be changing come January. Well, guess what? It's January and it's starting to change. Another couple weeks and we'll be in to full-blown season here in Naples. That's all right. We can use the stimulus to our economy. That's how Naples survives. It's not cheap living here in Naples. Whew. I don't know how we even survive here personally. It's hand to mouth every month. Ugh. I love it here though. Gosh, I love it. Love being able to come to the beach. Walk out here in the morning and share it with you. If you appreciate my efforts, if you enjoy my live feeds and the other little videos and photos that I share of my beach time, keep in mind that I do depend on your generosity to make ends meet each month. I used to be able to send tips to my live feeds here on Facebook, but Facebook broke that and won't fix it for me. Don't know what that's all about. But if you like what you're seeing, if you'd like to support my efforts, you can send a tip every now and then. That'd be awesome. If it wasn't for that, there was no way I could be out here doing this. You can find a link to my PayPal account, my Venmo account in the description of this post. If you'd like to send what I call a little token of appreciation, consider me your tour guide for these 90 minutes in the mornings. Oh, you know, you'd tip a tour guide, wouldn't you? I would. We're on vacation, so I always tip our guides. We have been on vacation where we had a tour, and I think our last vacation was Costa Rica 12 years ago, 10, 12 years ago. I've been doing these live feeds now. I think it's coming up on 10 years. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. I just saw that. I had just gotten into Facebook and was dabbling with Facebook. All of a sudden I noticed this thing live. I'm like, live? What's that? Live? All right, I'll give it a try. So there I am, 10 years later, live on Facebook, walking the beach with my beach family. There's some of y'all that have been following along since almost day one. That's absolutely amazing. Ooh, I smell some yummy food coming out of the sandbar there. They always torture me when I walk by this place in the morning. I don't know what they're serving up, but it always smells delicious. Have some aerobics, some jazzercise or something going on in there in the morning. Should be doing it out on the beach. beach, not in there. Get out on the beach and work out. I don't know whatever happened to the Sunday morning yoga, the paddleboard yoga that they used to do at Eleanor Wiggins. I don't know what that was called, Buddha or something. I don't know whatever happened to her. Since the park got hammered and closed down, she lost her spot there. People are asking, I've been noticing on some of my posts when I'm at Eleanor Wiggins if the park is open, and sometimes I'll respond, but I've said it enough times. The park's not open. It's right on their website. It's right on, just some research. You can find out what you need to know about Eleanor Wiggins. It's not open. They were talking about early 2025. I don't know what that means. I heard something that there might have been some issues with some of the sand. Now I don't know. Just heard rumors. So I don't want to spread rumors. Follow Friends of Eleanor Wiggins Past State Park on Facebook. Join Friends of Eleanor Wiggins Past State Park. Become a member. And then you'll know what the heck's going on at the park. I don't work for the parks. So we've come about a mile now. It's about a mile between that clubhouse there and the other clubhouse down the south end of the beach at Clam Pass. And then we get in to civilization. These are views, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this coastal development, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. So Vanderbilt Beach is about another mile and maybe 1.3 miles from here. Vanderbilt Beach Park up to the north there. I'll end the live feed before I get up there, but I am going to record a beach report at Vanderbilt Beach and share that. And again, that's where you can see some of those early morning colors from Clam Pass, as well as hopefully some of the birds as the video turned out. They kind of caught me off guard this morning. I think I got a cool shot of them taking flight off the sandbar. These young little whippersnappers running on the beach. Well, I'd like to get back into jogging. I might do that. I made some New Year's resolutions. Hopefully I can stick with them. I haven't shared them with anybody. They're my own personal New Year's resolutions. I know what they are. I'd like to live here, huh? You know it ain't cheap. And you know you're gonna have some issues with water during hurricane season. That shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody that buys a beachfront home. Wow. Glorious, glorious, glorious. I don't know what's cooking for tomorrow morning. I haven't even really looked deep into the forecast because it changes so frequently here. Who knows what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. But I'm planning on hitting the beach.